Hello you. This is ZX Galaxians. On the ZX81, I finally managed to get something loaded on the ZX81. It is a dark art indeed. Maximum volume on the cassette deck, and walking out the room and leaving it for a long old while I try to work out how to get TZX and .p files for the ZX81 playing on my phone. In the end, I've managed to find some and convert them to WAV files, so they're like 10 meg now, and this machine is pimped up to a whole 16k of memory, and the WAV files from them are 10 meg. It's crazy. But I came back upstairs to go, well, let's try this, let's try loading WAV files, and I was greeted by this screen. Woohoo! ZX Galaxians, author William J. Ray, copyright Arctic Computing, 1982. This was sent to me by the esteemed Phil Lord Such. And at the time I didn't have a ZX81, but I wasn't going to say, oh, no, that's alright. I was like, oh, thank you very much if I do ever get one. And now I have ever got one. So, I've no idea what to expect from this. It's going to be Galaxians, isn't it? It's going to be a copy of Galaxians. Let's zoom in. So, as you can see, I wasn't expecting to start filming. It's daylight. I haven't got the lights on or anything. Oh yeah, and the issue that I'd had with the ZX81, where it was an entirely black screen. Well, actually, I'll just demonstrate it now. Game Whisperer came round to swap a few bits and pieces. And he said, oh, you probably just need to turn the brightness up. 3/4 brightness, normally absolutely fine and dandy for most things. Comes up like that, and you go, I can see it's working, there's stuff on the screen. I thought it was a problem with the modulator on this thing. I thought, oh God, what am I going to have to do to get this fixed? But it's all working, it's just the display. Yeah, just the display. Turn up the brightness. Sometimes it's the simplest blooming things, isn't it? But look at that, that's on RF, on a CRT. Isn't that a lovely, lovely sharp picture? Let's zoom in so you can have a proper look at it. That'll do, won't it? That's better than the Spectrums I've got. The 48k Spectrums I've got don't put out a picture as good as that. It's crazy. Right, a hostile group of Galaxians has been spotted in a battle formation close to the Earth. Your mission is to prevent an attack by zapping them as they break out of formation and hurtle towards the Earth. Good luck! Press any key to start the game. Excuse me. Still painful nose. And I've got an eye infection on top of everything else now, so I'm in really great shape right now. But sod it, let's. I've got an eye infection, so let's poke about inside dusty machines. Assemble the ZX81 as described in Chapter 1 of the ZX81 Basic Programming. No. I want the keys. Galaxians. Galaxians runs entirely in machine code, requiring 4 kilobytes of memory. The program itself runs after 1.5 minutes loading, and a title sheet is displayed. That would be this. The game can be started at a keystroke, so it is recommended that you position your fingers on the correct keys. 5 left, 8 right, 0 fire. Right. 5 and 8, and that was. I've got a number pad on because I've got a DK-Tronics case for this. Well, actually 5 and 8 still work. I can play sideways. I might do that. 5 and 8 are up and down effectively, but I'm sitting towards the side here, so 5 and 8 on that works a bit better. Let's see how we go. Let's put this out the way so I've got a bit more room here. 5, 8 and 0. Here we go. Good luck. Pew, 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 pew. That's actual movement. Look at it. Yes, this is possibly the most basic game certainly the most basic game I've played on this channel. No, actually there was the adventure, I say adventure in quotes, that I wrote, isn't there? That was very basic. That wasn't this standard. Come on! Oh heck. Yes, basic though it is, this is definitely a game. There is skill and luck. Ooh, and you can shoot there. You can shoot their stuff as well. Ooh. Come here, you bugger. Look, I mean, there's high scores and everything. I'm missing them. Come on. Ooh, they were chucking out some bullets on that one, weren't they? Ha! One more, one more. Come here, come here. You're not going to come down? I'll send a bullet up to you then. Eventually I'll get one to hit you. Eventually. Yay! Now, is it going to get harder or is it just going to be the same until eventually you die? Ooh. Obviously, I would turn the sound up, but I fear there's not much point, is there? This was back in the days when just visuals on screen that you could control. Oh, bum. It wasn't just stuff piped in by the BBC or ITV. You actually had stuff on screen that you were controlling. Sound? Let's not get too ahead of ourselves just yet. Game over. 670 on the first. Oh, I've attained the high score. Please enter your name then. NL. Oh, new line. Yes, it doesn't say enter or return. It's new line on this. Well, let's do... no. I'm not wearing a top hat. I'm not going to be doing videos where a high score table says Vil in them. I just... yeah, it's not enter or return for its new line, and it's not delete or backspace, it's rub out. So I'm going to rub one out now. I'm going to rub another one out now. Sorry, I am a child. Ooh, I can type all of that in. That's worse than Minsky entering the bum on the high score table. I'm rubbing one out on the high score table. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. Well, it's not showing me the high score table, so I'm guessing the only time you get to see the high score table is when you get on the high score table. Let's have another go. Right, I scored 20 points for shooting. No, I scored 10 points for shooting them. Oh, bloody hell. It's like the Battle of Britain here. I scored 10 points for shooting them when they're static. Oh, and I scored 20 for shooting them when they're moving. We have tactics now. All sorts of little sweet mints. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, you... I'm not going to beat my high score now, am I? Because now I'm trying to be cocky and shooting them when they're moving. When they're moving, they're firing. Yeah, that was very poor, wasn't it? Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, missed him. Oh! I just realised I'm going to have to do a whole new set of titles again. Trying to find ZX81. Well, ZX81 font is pretty much the Spectrum, and I should be able to reuse that PSD file. And see, for every format that I do, I have to do a new set of titles, which involves finding new set of fonts that matches and has an apostrophe. Made that mistake before in the past, didn't I? Too many titles I've got. Make it look like I don't know what an apostrophe is or how to use it. When it just at the time I hadn't found a font that had an apostrophe. Bam! Beginner's luck, wasn't it? Let's stop going for high score. Let's just try and clear the screen and get my score that way. Crazy thing about this is I've played worse on far more powerful machines. Ooh. Oh, come on. No. Do I get points for shooting their bullets? I'll have to... When they're firing and I'm shooting bullets, I don't have time to look away and look at my score. $190, $190. 210, yep, that makes sense. So 20 for when they're moving, 10 for when they're static there. 250, 250, 250, 250, 250, 270. Come on, someone shoot a bullet at me that I can shoot. 270. Are they not going to come out and play? Come on. There. Come on, fly around. Give me a bullet to shoot. 320. No, I don't get points for shooting no bullets. Don't get points for colliding with them either. Ooh. Right, so anyway, I've got this game loaded, but I'm sure you want, if I'm going to be covering ZX81 games, you don't want to see me just playing this game all the time, so I'm going to have to see if I can get... There's another game on this tape. I didn't think I hit that one. Oh, bloody hell, how many flying around? I mean, I'd say, look at all these sprites it's chucking around. It's not chucking around sprites at all, is it? But, yeah, that's quite a busy amount of enemies there, isn't it? Yeah, so I also have on this Sword of Peace, which appears to be quite a complicated game, going by the instructions. So I'm going to have to see if I can get that loaded, and after that, well, I'm going to have to try and, well, either get some more ZX81 cassettes. I don't want to start collecting more cassettes. I'm trying to focus just on Commodore 64 cassettes and discs, and I've decided I've got limited space, so try not to get too many more cassettes for other formats. But, you know, if I see ZX81 cassettes going cheap, well, I'd be foolish not to, wouldn't I? But what I really need to do is work out how the hell to play ZX81 titles, hopefully in TZX format, from my phone, an Android phone, I hasten to add. Because everything that I've got so far just goes click, click, like it's wanting to play it as a ZX Spectrum TZX file. So if anybody knows how to get ZX81 TZX files playing on an Android phone, please let me know. Put something in the comments down below, or hit me up on Twitter. Because otherwise, I might only have this this video to play to show you. Depends whether I get Sword of Peace loaded. I don't know. But yeah, there we go. That's ZX Galaxians on the ZX81, and I am so chuffed that this is working. It's like ah ha 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 ha. Yeah, happy with that. Really, really happy. And that's a decent version of Galaxians for the time, for the system. All those sort of things. You're not going to go, that's not an Xbox One, that's rubbish. Yeah, well, go away, go play your Xbox One. For a ZX81, I would say that's a really good game. If the ZX81 was all you had at the time, that's Galaxians. That's as close as you were going to get to the arcade Galaxians on your ZX81, I'd say. So, yeah, that's really good. Thanks for that, Vil. I've only played one of the games on it so far, but that's a corker so far. So, yeah, let's leave it there on that one, and I'll see if I can get anything else loaded. And, yeah, like I say, let me know if you've got any hints and tips on how to get other stuff loaded, because, yeah, I'm not sure too much about loading film cassette all the time on this. But got one done! Yay! Yeah, that's ZX Galaxians by William J. Ray on the ZX81. Hope you enjoyed watching. I'll catch you on the next one, maybe. Ta-ta!